Hey Shirley, how are you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
Good. Anything new? Anything exciting? Anything happened lately?
Um, well, I went to the beach this weekend,
Ooh, fun.
and I was really excited for that. Of course,
Mhm.
get a little getaway. But something happened the Friday right before that I was gonna leave.
Oh my gosh, what
It kind of
happened?
just like ruined everything. But basically, I was shopping kind of last minute at Macy's. Like I just was like, maybe if I find like a nice pair of jeans or something, I was gonna take them with me on my trip. And So I'm in the fitting room. I always have my phone in my pocket, and when I tried on jeans, I was like, let me set it down.
Mhm.
So then, I guess once I left the fitting room, I accidentally left my phone behind, and I pretty much realized it like not even 5 minutes after I had left the fitting room. So then I immediately go back and I'm like trying to look for it in there. Couldn't find it. So then I go outside. I look for a sales associate and I ask them like, "Have you guys found a phone? Like I just lost mine in here."
Yeah.
So then they tried calling, they all have their little walkie-talkies with each other, and they were like, "Hey, have you guys found a phone or whatever?" And everyone was like, "No." And it was like pretty close to like the end of the day, like them closing. I think it was like 8 something, and they closed at 9.
Oh my gosh.
So it was crazy, and I kept on calling my phone because I'm like, if somebody has it, because at first it was almost like it would ring just a little bit, and someone would like, well, when you fast forward a call?
Oh, when you like forward the call to end or something? Okay.
So it was like not ringing the entire time. So I'm like, that means someone has it like physically in their hand and they're like stopping the
Oh
call.
my god.
So we keep calling. My boyfriend's calling it, and finally this lady answered, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I do have your phone. Are you the owner?" And I'm like, "Yeah, this is my phone. Can I have it back?"
Asking for your phone back.
Yeah, and she was like, "Oh yeah, my daughter found your phone." But she wasn't at Macy's anymore, so she pretty much took off with it. And then I was like, "Well, can you go back to Macy's and return it, like where you found it?" Because there was like there was a cashier's like right there. So I'm like, she could have turned it into them.
Yeah.
Why take it with you?
Yeah.
So we go back to Macy's. We're waiting for her to come back and drop off my phone. There's no signal of like anybody. We keep on staring at like all the people walking by. Like, is that her? Is that her? Is she gonna have my phone?
Oh my gosh.
So it's like 5 minutes before they're closing. So I'm like, all right, well she's not gonna bring it. So we start blowing up my phone again. She didn't answer for a bit. She finally answered and she was like, "Oh, well, can I just return it tomorrow?" And I'm like, it was just super annoying and like, I don't know, I was mad because I'm like, you just said you were going to return it to Macy's, so I'm over here waiting for you. Now you're saying if you could return it tomorrow. Like, it's my phone. It's not your property.
Yeah.
Like, I want it back now.
Oh, 1,000%.
And I was basically telling her, like, I want it back now. Like, I don't care. Like, I don't care how you got it. I'm not going to, like, call the cops on you or anything. Like, just give it back to me, like, right now.
Yeah.
So, and then she proceeds to ask, like, well, is there a reward? So I don't even remember. I think I was so mad. Like, I don't remember if I said something back and was like, hell no or something.
Yeah.
But she hung up on me, like, before I could even be like, well, let's meet up here or whatever.
Yeah.
And so she hung up on me. And then after that, when I kept on trying to call her back, she wouldn't answer. So I was like, damn, this girl is not going to return this phone. And then I get home, I tell my parents, like, what happened. And my dad was basically like, well, just keep calling and, meet up with her and give her the reward and get your phone back. And I was like, no, I am not going to give her a reward for my phone that she found. Because if she didn't find it, if she would have found it, she would have been, kindly enough to, like, meet up with the sales associate and be like, here, I found this.
I mean, at this point, she
meet up
stole
with
it.
me, or she would have met up with me right away, been like, oh yeah, I'm right here by the Target, like, meet me on Target.
Yeah.
And, because we were on Mooney, so there's all kinds of, like, public places where you can meet. Yeah. There's all kinds of stores, so she could have easily done that for me,
Yeah.
And it's not like I was going to be like, oh, come to my house or I'll go to your house. Yeah. We could have easily met in a public place.
Exactly.
But she was just being very difficult. I was very mad. But then, at the end, I was just like, you know what? Karma will get her back.
Of course.
So I was like, I'm not even going to worry about it. Like, I'm just going to worry about my trip to the beach in the morning. And all I did was the next morning is I went in and I bought a new phone. I mean, I needed an upgrade anyway, so I was like, it was meant to be.
There you go.
It was meant to be. And I don't know, I just tried to just, get over it and not let it ruin my day or
Good for
mood.
you.
So it didn't ruin my weekend, and I mean, basically just karma, and
Yeah.
I blacklisted it so she can't do anything with it, so it's no good to her. And I don't know, it was just like really annoying that somebody would actually do something like that.
Yeah. Well, I think you handled the situation really good.
Thank you.
And I mean, you ended up winning in the situation. You got a
Right,
new phone, so
right.
she ends up with a phone that doesn't do anything. So.
Right.
Well, that's good.
All right.
All right.
I'm like, we should have put a timer.